Here we go. Well, here you have it. This is the Happy Money Maker and his family. This is Jacqueline. Say hi, Jackie.
Hi.
This is Josie.
Hi.
And this is Eva, my wife.
Hi.
And we're going to get started. We're going to help you guys achieve your goals. And this is my best team. And we're going to do some good stuff. All right? So
Let's move.
help us out. Let's move. And let's start our lesson of the day. Our very first lesson here on the Moneymaker channel. Happy Moneymaker channel. That was my daughter's, Joseline's idea. And I kind of searched for days about this title for this channel. And guess what? The answer was at the tip of the lips of my little one. So anyways, let's get started. This is going to be a little bit of rambling at first, but I guarantee you that our videos are going to get more structure, more defined, and we will guide you to your goals in life. Now, what is this channel? What is it all about? Well, our intent is to help as many people as possible reach their financial goals and their happiness goals. They kind of go hand in hand. Not necessarily have to have a lot of money to be happy, but it sure helps. Now, I want to talk about a lot of things. I have a number of subjects that we'll be talking in the near future, but Josie, can I have my little notebook? Yes. First thing is, let's get philosophical here. Men or mice? Joe, what do you mean about men or mice? Well, are we men or mice? Are we consumers?
The mice.
Or, correct, the mice. Or are we investors? I mean,
The men.
for the most of the U.S. population, we're just consumers, mice. We just eat, buy, eat, consume. The head of the household tries to invest a little bit. You know, we're trying to look for stocks that crash all the time. Real estate is one of our other areas where we do okay. But we become consumers. I'll show you a video later. What does the house, our garages look like? We buy a lot of things that we don't need. We put things away. We sometimes struggle to pay our bills, even though we have pretty decent jobs, jobs that pay well. Our U.S. economy has been, in the last 9 years, has been a bull economy that has provided plenty for all. But then again, we find ourselves struggling. Why? We consume more than we actually can afford sometimes. And most of the items that we buy give us a very little bit of satisfaction for an hour or two, and then we put them away and we hardly ever use them again. Why do we do that? Well, we're kind of trained that way by the media, and it's embedded in our nature. Okay? So, anyways, men or mice. Keep that in mind when we talk about being a consumer. And yeah, we're all consumers, and we're going to be consumers forever. We all understand that. But are we going to be consumers only, or are we going to be investors? Okay? I think being investors should be a large part of our daily activities, our weekly activities, okay? That'll help us be financially secure in the future if we stop just consuming and we start thinking about where do we invest? Well, with Joe, are we talking about stocks? Are we talking about this? We're talking about investing in a lot of things. And what do you mean a lot of things? Well, investing in ourselves, investing in consumer goods, investing, starting a business. I mean, it's a number of things that we can invest on productively. But let's talk about investing. There's a thing called, in business, ROI, return on investment. Okay, well, all right, let's learn that term and keep that in mind all the time. I want us to point out to this area here. Jackie, you can bring that camera up here and see if you can focus on what I put here. ROI. Keep that term in mind when you're learning is called return on investment. All investments, time, money, anything that you put time and effort into it is a return on investment. Now, you go do this and do that and spend money in here, and do you ever question it? What's my ROI? What is my return on investment? Now, again, the best investment you can do is on yourself. If you improve yourself, your skills, your ability to understand some of the things that are going on in life, it's just a great investment. Now, like I said, I was going to ramble a little bit here, but our videos will get defined, and you're going to start seeing that a lot of the things that I'm going to say make sense. Okay, return on investment. Well, I'm going to throw out something before I forget about it. Is read. Read books. Read books that make sense to you. Big roots that are going to, again, return an investment in your time. What is it that I'm learning? Am I learning something that I'm going to use later on? Whether you learn about investing, whether you learn about gardening, whether you learn about whatever it is that interests you, makes you happy, learn, okay? Without that, that is, again, investment in yourself. Automatically, whatever you learn and read on those books, you're making a large investment in yourself, okay? All right, so let's go down a little bit more and back to our setup here. Hopefully our newly appointed camera person, which is Jackie. Jackie, are you getting me?
Yes, I am
All right,
getting you.
good, thank you. Well, let's talk about goals. When you start anything in life, is state your cause, state your purpose. What is it that we're doing here? What is your goal? Well, what's your Everest? What's your Mount Everest? We have labeled Mount Everest as we will be making $100 million US American, right? And Josie here, in case you guys didn't see it on our board here, just a little bit little, and we'll get better at that. That is our goal. And you're going to say, well, Joe, that's a big goal. You got money in the bank? How are you going to attain those 100 million? Well, guess what? You and I together. I want all the people that subscribe to our channel. This is a help channel. I genuinely believe that you helping us out with your comments and us helping us out with what I know, we're going to get places together. And it's going to be fun. We didn't label this channel the Happy Money Maker because we're going to be stressed about it and because we're going to have fun. Oh my gosh, we're going to have fun. We started a couple weeks back, but you know, the channel, the camera we were using, a tablet wasn't good. I had to purchase a better camera. But again, we already had, there's many ways. Let's talk about capital. Real capital now, just the capital that you can, tangible capital, your money. You can borrow if you have a great idea. You can sell your ideas to somebody. Go, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to lend you some money. Or go borrow money. Or use your credit card. Well, that's the worst way to start a business. You don't start like that. First, you have to work for it. Work for your money. Well, what do I mean? You got to scrunch the money. You got to put it together so you're thinking 3, 4, 5 times before you spend it. Okay? So what we did is, where do you get the money? You know, we're just paying our bills. We can barely make it. We actually owe a little bit of money. We're behind, but we've been paying our bills. I've invested in real estate. I have a house and a couple of apartments and things like that. But that's all tied up. We don't want to touch any of it. We want to make it from scratch, from the house. So we had yard sales. We had 2 yard sales, and I sold a couple of items on the side. So we were starting to sell on eBay and Craigslist. The 2 yard sales that we had, initially the first yard sale, here's the numbers, we had $282 now. Okay? Did you get that, Jackie?
Yep.
All right, that's come in already. We have 372 right here for the second yard sale, and that's already in. And I had sold a couple bikes, and it had it up to 347 bucks. They were really good bikes. Those were mountain bikes, professional bikes, but I was not using them anymore. I actually have 4. So again, the money is in your house, squeeze it out, and clean your garage, all right? Sell what you don't need. Josie just said it. Okay, a lot of things you don't need, and it's actually fun to do this. You know, there's eBay, there's Craigslist, there's a bunch of other channels that I haven't learned. The total, by the way, Jackie's telling me the total was 1,001, and we have that. Every dollar is saved on our little place here at the house. So here, all right, our gold, and this intermediate gold of $10,000 that we're going to put together. All right. Wow, how are you going to put $10,000 out of all the junk in your house? Yes, we are. I have watches that are a little bit expensive, a little bit, you know, extra watches that I have. I have actually one more bike that we're going to sell. I have, I have a couple extra, I hunt, so I have a couple extra weapons that I really don't need, and I'm going to put them for sale. So I've gauged that the goal of $10,000 in 1 month is going to be attainable. And that leads me to my next subject. You know, I am a quality manager. I actually just became a quality director. I've learned a lot of techniques throughout my career. But you don't have to be a professional or have a degree or anything to do this. Follow our channel. I will guide you step by step. Try to do the steps that we're doing. If you're a family of 4, 5, 3, just friends getting together, 4, say, what this guy's doing, can I do it? You have a paper route, can you collect soda cans, sell stuff on eBay. The thing is, put it together, don't spend it. I really don't know where I'm going with this as to where we're going to invest it yet, but that's the beauty of it. The thing is that we're preparing for a bigger thing, and we are going to make those 100 million. Remember, your Everest, our Everest here, our Mount Everest, it's 100 million. And it's not just because I think we're gonna do it. No, you'd be surprised how we start walking towards that mountain. See, if you don't know where you're going, how are you gonna get there? So, yes, 100 million. Keep that in mind. We'll keep score as we go with our videos on how we're doing it. I give you all the details. Well, Joe, money, just money? No. Money here, that's just a score of what we're doing, okay? For me, money is just a score. Whether we make 37 million, 40, 50, 100, what's the score? It's a game, and this is the score. If you think about it, oh, I gotta make the money, oh, I gotta make it. No. When you're having fun, if you're playing soccer, if you're playing basketball, if you're racing, if you're collecting cars and you're competing with your friend, this is a competition. Competitions are fun, okay? What's the score? What score is it that we're gonna have, that we're gonna be going for? Okay? 100 million. All right. That's our Everest. That's our mountain. We're gonna climb it. We're gonna take it by stages. We're gonna prepare. We're gonna get our backpacks ready. All that good stuff that we're doing. Our food, our exercise. Our plan A, B, C, D, okay? So our next video is probably going to be called How to Get Rich in 60 Months. You know, kind of how to get rich in 60 seconds, you know? It kind of rhymes with that. It's kind of catchy. Anyways, but it is 5 years, and it might take 10 years, but we're going to put ourselves together at 60 months, and we're going to check our progress month by month. Now, here we go. We talked about our goals. We have to talk about how we set goals. Okay, that $10,000 goal is, did you just pull it out of the sky? No. There's a technique in business. And by the way, I do have a business management degree. But I never used it. I work in my job and I go and just every day do the things I do, but you know, what is the purpose of all this work that I've done all my life? Well, trust me when I tell you, these are techniques that I just didn't invent it. They come out of the books. They are, you know, well thought out and proven. So let's talk about goals. Our $10,000 goal, where did it come from? Well, I analyzed my situation, and you can come up with your own goal based on what you can attain, so that you don't get discouraged. It's called SMART goals. What does SMART stands for? S, specific. Are you catching this, Jackie? Mm-hmm. Okay. Measurable. Okay, the M is for measurable. The A is for assignable. And the R is for realistic. And the T is for time-based. Okay, well, let me talk to you about this. Why is it, okay, specific. What is it that you're going to attain? $10,000. This is our sort of immediate goal, intermediate goal. How do you get to 100 million? All right, first you have to have some money to work with. Where are you going to put it? How's it going to multiply? But we'll get there in the next videos. Here, is it specific? Yes, $10,000. Okay. Measurable. Yes, we're going to be measuring here. We already got part of it. Easy. Now, we have to talk about assignable. Yes, we assign it to ourselves. My wife, my daughter Jackie, and my daughter Josie, and myself have assigned ourselves this. We are in charge of this goal. When you have a bigger team, and as we grow as a company, we'll maybe assign another team certain goals. And they have to be, again, SMART goals. All right? They have to meet all this criteria. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere. All right. Realistic. Is it realistic? Yes, based on the amount of goods that I have in my house and the amount of time that we're going to give ourselves, which is the end of June, which is it's about 6 weeks. We already used 2 of them, so we got 4 left. I'm going to shoot for those $10,000. Very realistic. It's just got to do with the amount of effort that I and my family do to put those monies together. Time-based. I already talked about that. The end of June. So right now is about, what is it, May 29th? 30th? Memorial Day. I'll be there. We're doing our video on Memorial Day. All right. Time-based. So by the end of that month, we're going to talk about where are we at. Okay, we have assigned ourselves. This is the first time we work together as a team, and we're just starting with this. But we're going to talk about how much of that we put together. I hope you're all with me. We will keep talking about, we're the Happy Moneymaker channel. We'll talk about sales cures all, different types of capital in our next videos. We'll talk about minimalist. When you're talking about reducing the amount of clutter in your house, I will recommend some videos called The Minimalist and help you motivate you. Motivation is one of our capitals here. How do we stay motivated? Okay, motivation. That's one of our capitals. Okay, and the capital of motivation. Without that, I won't even get started today. Okay, so without further ado, today that will end our video. I want my family to come here and we will close our video with our goal in front of us. And until our next video, why don't you guys come in, get your chairs. Come on, let's go. First time we do this, so I want to end up here. All right, Jackie in the middle here. And we practiced this a little bit, so we don't know how it's going to end up, but let's do it. Come on.
Subscribe, like, and comment down below.
Thank you.